What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the land of Reckless Logic. Please make sure you guys pop that like button, hit the subscribe button, and please smack that notification bell so do not miss any of my posts from me. Let's get straight into this video. So as you guys already know, why we're here. You guys can already tell by the title of this video. We're gonna get into the Quavo versus Offset, Offset versus JPRINCE. We're gonna talk about JPRINCE and the audacity that he dares to possess. We're going to talk about Quavo and his pattern of his hot temper. We're going to talk about Offset and the drama. And we're also, I'm going to paint a pretty picture, and really, hopefully, I can really just break this bad boy down. Okay, so let's start off with the Grammys. Now, the Grammys. Now, keep in mind, y'all. Let me say this before I even begin. If you guys are in the chat, hello, hey. If the sound sounds crazy, put a 6 in the chat. If the sounds crisp and clear, put a 1 in the chat. Just help me out. All right, so let me paint a pretty picture for you guys. So we're gonna start off with the Grammys. So as everybody may know or may not know, the Grammys recently occurred. The 2023 Grammys occurred, and you had celebrities like Beyonce, Cardi B, Lizzo, Adele, Doja. All of these girls were very much present, and all of these celebrities were in attendance. Now, first thing I want to say is that there was a rumor circulating where Offset and Quavo got into a physical altercation because at the Grammys there was a takeoff tribute. Now, just to give you guys a little bit more insight, if you are not aware, the takeoff tribute was only going to have Quavo a part of his tribute. So that is what the rumor or the rumor is basically saying. That's the reason why Quavo and Offset allegedly were going like in a physical altercation. Now, I will say this. Offset denied those claims. Let me pull this bad boy up for you. Offset denied those claims. And this is what he had to say. And this brought to you guys by Hollywood Unlocked. Now it says, Offset denies getting in a physical fight with Quavo backstage at the Grammys. Now this is the actual tweet. It says, what TF look like fighting my brother? Y'all niggas is crazy. Maybe he most definitely denied that bad boy. Okay, come on, denial. I know that's right. Now, at first when this was a rumor and then Offset comes out to deny said rumor or accusation, etc., people kind of looked at this rumor or this accusation as, this is giving Donald Trump tease. This is giving fake news. This is not real. This is just something that the media is trying to put together to get clicks and views and build up traction. Until that wasn't until there was actual video footage that was released into the general public. So let me help you guys out and also help myself. And by the way, guys, make sure you guys thumbs up this video. Thumbs up. There are a lot of quote unquote forces trying to keep me from doing this video, but it's all right. I'm gonna push through, and I'm always gonna rise above, and I'm gonna definitely show up to the occasion, like all these celebrities did at the Grammys. So now this right here is the actual video footage that was released into the public, to where Quavo and Offset going back and forth or having a physical altercation. And Cardi B's trying to diffuse the situation. Come on, boss. Yes, ma'am. All right, so I'm gonna press play.
Backstage, ET's cameras caught this blow up from presenter Cardi B.
Baby, baby.
It appears tensions
between
the remaining members of Bigo, Cardi's husband Offset and his cousin Quavo.
I heard you back here settled some stuff.
The only thing I said was my outfit, honey.
Now, baby, when I tell you the way that she completely avoided that question and acted like nothing happened, it was like, girl, now I know you heard. Now I know that we heard you screaming at like the same people screaming in my background. I know you heard us hear you screaming at Quavo and Offset, apparently. But you know, she played it off real cool. I was like, yes, ma'am. But I get it. Even though we may find out, you know, that's one thing if we find out. But it's probably something else if she goes on and tell us, because you know that's her business, her husband's business, and his, you know, his relatives, you know, all that stuff. But let's see what some of the people had to say. I'm only gonna read a couple though. Now it says here, one person says, "Do you know a fight and an argument are two different things, right?" Oh, okay, and I know that's right. Another person says, Cardi kept it playing when asked about it. I 100% agree, because she most definitely came with the wittiness. I know that's right. Another person says, man, leave the family business alone. Emotions are high. They lost their boy. Okay, I know that's right. Now it says, I love my girl Cardi. You can just hear the realness in her voice, holding it down. Now another person says this. First off, that lady talking didn't have to say the remaining members of the Migos. I ain't like that. Girl. Now, another person says, seems like this was an argument, but blogs need to call it a fight for them clicks. And I do agree. Come on, all loud in my background. Now, another person says this, let them handle family business without exposing it to the media. Baby, I do agree, even though I'm over here covering it, but I want to talk about some more substance to this bad boy here. Now, another person says this. She actually says, y'all should have been talking as in she is over their beef and wants them to be brothers again. She just sounds frustrated because they are family. And I do agree. I'm going to read this last one. I'm going to move on. Family business, it ain't our business. Baby. Y'all make sure you guys thumbs up this video. Thumbs up. So yes, this specific, what's going on? Hey, this specific situation was surrounding around the Quavo and Offset beef. Now, just to give you guys a little bit more context, if you guys are not aware, but I'm pretty sure you guys are, but just in case, just so you guys are aware that Offset and Quavo and also Takeoff, at one point in time, there was a divide. There was a divide between the duo and also Offset, to where, you know, they were in a group, as everybody knows, called Migos, but there was a divide to where people started to notice that maybe something was going on. Now, allegedly, I'm going to slap this bad boy on it. Now, allegedly, people were saying that, quote unquote, Offset allegedly slept with Quavo's ex-girlfriend, Sweetie. Now, that's alleged. That has not been proven, but that was what people were speculating when it came down to it. Now, so that's basically like the basis of what was going on. Now, there's also a clip as well. I was trying to find it to where I didn't have to possibly deal with copyright or anything like that, but there was also a clip of where you see Offset being escorted out, apparently after the heated incident or heated exchange with Quavo, apparently. Baby. So after we get into all of that, things only get worse from here. So now what we're going to do right now, we're going to get into Mr. JPRINCE and Offset's exchange. Baby. Come on, what's going on, Logicians? What is going on? What's going on? Please make sure you guys thumbs up. It really does help out with YouTube's algorithm. Please. So let's get into Mr. JPRINCE. So JPRINCE, as everybody knows, he is an executive CEO of a music company, label, etc. Now, with Mr. JPRINCE, him and Offset had an exchange on Instagram, Twitter, on social media, because I don't know which platform it was, but on social media. But there was a clip where JPRINCE was a guest on $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, and he was asked about Offset and the relationship surrounding Quavo. Keep in mind, y'all, I'm paraphrasing, but he was asked about Offset and Quavo's dynamic. And so JPRINCE had some very interesting things and a very interesting perspective when it came down to Offset. It was kind of interesting, baby. When I tell you, it would get, and this is when we start to get into the meat and potatoes of what's going on. So let me pull up my screen and let me share this bad boy with you. I'll make sure you guys thumbs up.
The Offset dude, I ain't gonna leave him out.
Let me know if you guys can
I'm
hear
just
that.
real
Make
like this,
sure.
you know, because, you know, niggas be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals, you know, and the truth of the matter is, you know, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of shit. And when reality, the truth of the matter is, you know, nigga, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff when he was alive. You know what I mean? So for you to be taking these positions that you taking, you know what I mean? And I got people everywhere, so I hear all kinds of things. I'm gonna just say this to you. Don't never put me in no position where, you know, I have to defend myself. Offset dude, I ain't gonna leave him out. You know, I'm just real like this, you know, because, you know, niggas be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand.
Okay, so that's what Prince had to say. Now,
I don't like them kind of individuals, you know, and the truth of the matter is, you know, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of shit. And
speaking on my real brother, I don't know what y'all niggas got. What the fuck y'all niggas got going on? Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. How dare one of y'all niggas even speak on me and Tate relationship, nigga? I don't know you niggas from a can of paint, nigga. Y'all niggas don't know how me and my brother rock, nigga. You trying to clear your face, nigga. This your 5th interview, nigga. You done did about my brother, nigga. You ain't think about his mama. You ain't think about the family, nigga. We ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing but you niggas. You niggas, man, who y'all nigga think y'all nigga is? John got it, nigga. Ain't nobody going for none of that, bro. I ain't studying none of that shit y'all nigga talking about either. And if you heard something from me, I'ma tell you it's gonna come from me. Call my phone. Y'all nigga going off of he say, she say. Then y'all nigga supposed to be this is who y'all supposed to be. And y'all nigga on interviews and it out on the interview. Talking about I said that nigga call my phone, homie. You call my phone, we'll have a conversation. You know what I'm talking about? All that plant internet games out. Hey, first off.
Okay, so baby, so that's basically what Offset had to say. So let me do this real quick. Let me just set myself up real quick. So I'm not gonna lie, I can really hear the shakiness in Offset's voice. And from my perspective, and I could be wrong, but from my perspective, you can tell that he was hurt. Or at least that's what it comes off to me specifically. And now I do understand and I do know that JPRINCE made some accusations or from his perspective, some observations of the way that he views Offset. Now, keep in mind the things that he has said about Offset. That I'm gonna be personally, that's not the first time in the industry I have heard someone say something like that about Offset. But at the same time, I have to consider the source that these also are the same people that he's going back and forth with. So there might be smoke and there might be fire, or there could be just smoke and mirrors, and we know it could just all be fluff. You get what I'm saying? But I can really tell that he felt some type of way when JPRINCE decided to speak out. Now, let me do this. Maybe. Okay, so let me read a couple of these comments. Let me put this bad boy right back down. Damn, right here. So let's actually go through and read a couple of these comments. Hey, what's going on, Dominique? How you doing? What's going on? Hey, man. So let me get into it. Okay, so we have one person here. It says he was out of pocket. He was too old for this mess. Not Offset, him right here. Now, another person says this. Offset and Takeoff were literally partying together a few months before he had passed. How he gonna say Offset wasn't around? Offset and Takeoff didn't have an issue. JPRINCE speaking out a little too much for me. Baby. Another person says this. The tension and pain on Offset's voice is heartbreaking. He shouldn't have to deal with this while he's still grieving. Another one says this. I agree with Offset. Man, stop talking. Let them folks grieve, especially since really don't want their situation was. Okay, come on, Typo. Yes. Another person says this. This is real family issues. Leave them alone and let them grieve. Families that do business together go through things together. Let them take care of it on their own time. Clearly, it's still soft and they are hurting. I'm going to read one more, then I'm going to be gone. Actually, I'm going to read two more. Now, this one right here says, Offset is married with the family. Distance was bound to happen. The details really is nobody else's business to speak on. All I see here is a cold behind man using this young man's tragic passing for clout. Shame. I'm going to read this last one right here, then I'm going to move on. Now it says, some of the OGs are worse than the younger kids. How are you on the 5th interview talking about something the family have not spoke publicly about? OG or whatever you want to call him. He playing himself. Let that man family grieve in peace. Hey, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let me just do this. So that's what the people had to say about the situation of JPRINCE speaking out and then him coming out calling
Hey, first off,
Snake, calling him all types of like it was just a lot. It really was. It was a blur. Now, JPRINCE also responded back to Offset. Let me pull this bad boy up. Bye-bye. I wish you guys thumbs up this video. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Now, keep in mind, y'all, the last videos, as you guys can already tell, was by courtesy of the Jasmine brand. And also, these videos right here are also the courtesy of Hollywood Unlocked. So let's push play.
Offset suffering from being a fake motherfucker to dude. He want to play victim now. But he's a volunteer when he spoke threats about me and my family name in his mouth about what he gonna do. Why you didn't call me to talk is the twist you want to use. Tell lies in your woman ear, nigga. I don't have time to listen to weak shit. Now you want to fake in front of a camera, trying to hide behind takeoff mother when I've shown nothing but respect for her and family. See, boy, you acting like you're a part of a family that don't get fucked because of me from a campaign. Let me see if I can refresh your memory. Remember we talked when you got your ass whooped in Atlanta? You forgot? This clown Offset suffering from being a fake motherfucker disease. He want to play victim now, but he's a volunteer when he spoke threats about me and my family name in his mouth about what he gonna do. Why you didn't call me to talk is the twist you want to use. Tell lies in your woman ear, nigga. I don't have time to listen to weak shit.
JPRINCE had like something like okay, so let me lower this bad boy. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Let me just break this bad boy down a little bit. But just to sum it up, just to let you guys know. So basically what JPRINCE basically was saying, and basically what he was, talking about Offset about, was that they essentially calling him a snake, saying that how are you gonna quote unquote be threatening me or acting real hard, by the way, y'all, I'm paraphrasing, but then yet you want to play victim all of a sudden when I say something. He called him a snake. He said that he brought up that Offset really isn't like that, saying things along the lines of that there was a fight that Offset apparently had in Atlanta where he got his whooped, toe out the frame. Apparently there was a situation where he was in a beef, had problems with, had tension with a artist or a person by the name of Sauce Walker. Now keep in mind, I've heard the name before, but I hope that I didn't butcher that man's name. To be honest with you, y'all know I'm known to butcher a name or two. But that's basically he was clowning him in a sense, saying that you're not really built like that. And basically, at the end of his statement, he basically let it be known that apparently and allegedly, Offset apparently wanted protection at one point in time from, quote unquote, danger from his ops, quote unquote. So, in the midst of that as well, the plot thickens. So, not only that, Now I do know for a fact Cardi B spoke out. She was basically saying, "Don't talk about him like that. That's my man." Yada yada yada. Being a good wife, having her husband's back, and kind of trying like having his back, because it seemed like in this instance, in this moment, she felt like it was appropriate for her to step in. Now, let me pull this bad boy up. Come on, I'm over here switching back and forth. Now, Offset also, look at all these people. Girl, I would think all this yelling and stuff would be Mercury retrograde. Come on, household. Now, this, of course, by the courtesy of Hollywood Unlocked right here. Offset also responded after Cardi B defended him against JPRINCE. Now it says here, straight Niagara, turned cop, never needed you for no smoke. You the police, all mouth, with no proof, just fairy tales. Let this be the last time we speak on this. Now, I thought I had it in here, but there was a tweet I want to say it was a tweet where Cardi B did say that apparently JPRINCE was alleging, saying that we needed protection, and she was basically saying the opposite. Or as you guys see right here, Offset is saying the opposite. So let's get into what we need to get into. So let me just do this real quick. Now make sure. By the way, is the music okay? Everything's okay. Everything's all good. Y'all let me know now. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. So let's get into the things I really wanted to get into. I'm gonna bring this down now. Bye-bye. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like in this situation, this is the type of situation where, yes, come on, following directions. Yes, I live. Period. But yes, I feel like this specific situation is a situation where things need to stop. Things need to stop because obviously, as we can see, if things continue to escalate, things will become violent, or there's extreme high chance that things will become violent. I was still too loud. I'm bringing down this bad bit more. Brother out. Baby, I like it so. I'm gonna put it on. Baby, let me know. Okay, so that's where like honestly, I feel like the situation is like too dangerous, and it's gonna take somebody or a group of people or the people involved themselves, like Offset, Quavo, and also JPRINCE, who also I feel like is kind of inserting himself in a sense, but I'm gonna get to that 2.5 seconds, is that if things do not stop, they're going to get violent. And then as we can see, when things get violent, next thing you know is going to be a whole bunch of wisha, shoulda, and coulda. So it's going to take someone, somebody, some people. What's going on? It's going to take someone, somebody, some people to be able to defuse the situation, also pull back and see the bigger picture. Everybody involved, to my knowledge, well, I know. Well, actually, I'm not going to bring just children into the situation. Everybody in this situation has a family to go back to. Everybody in this situation has money, assets, resources to maintain, and things to do. So someone has to be able to pull back and really diffuse the situation, because as we can see, if things continue, it will get violent. Now, I do want to say this: the grieving process really does amplify situations like this. Now, I recently went through a situation with one of my relatives, and when I tell you the family went upside down, the family went upside down and inside out. People were exposing family secrets. People were cursing at each other, about to fight each other. People were about to tear each other's heads off. So that grieving process, a part of that grieving process, of course, is anger. Feeling angry. Why? Why did this happen? Why did this? And then just to put a cherry on top, you also have to keep in mind as well as that the circumstances, at least from what we understand and what we know, the circumstances between the dynamic of the duo, aka Quavo and Takeoff, and Offset, to our understanding, they weren't on the best of terms. or all of them weren't on the best of terms. And to lose a loved one at the hands of firearm violence, it can really cause a lot of regret, a lot of pain, a lot of grief. You know, that grieving process is going to be real, real tough because, once again, people are having a whole bunch of wisha, shoulda, coulda. And instead of actually doing the work of, you know what, I don't have to really mess with you like that, but what's the best thing we can do to diffuse the situation? And I'm going to get into that in 2.5 seconds. Now, one thing I do know for a fact when it comes down to the grieving process is that people, because this is what I was told, people, when us as humans have situations that seem to be very magical, I'm not gonna say magical, but very intense, very it leaves us with shock, it leaves us with more questions than answers. A lot of the times we have to blame someone, somebody, or something to help cope, which means, which is part of that grieving process. I went through it. I've seen it happen in my very own family. So this is where situations like this would amplify 20 times more, because you have a whole bunch of people that are grieving, going through their own personal internal thoughts, internal feelings, but instead of dealing with those internal thoughts and internal feelings, you also are in an environment surrounded by people where you guys are not on the same page. But not only that, you also have people that's not actually taking into account of them dealing with their own thoughts and own feelings, and they're lashing out. And in result, you're lashing out too. So that is just a formula for destruction. No shade. No shade. Let me see what you guys are saying down here. Dominique says this: I feel like Quavo has been venting to people on JPRINCE team to make JPRINCE speak out on something. I feel he should be left in the family. Now I will agree. Even if, because I was thinking the same thing too, Dominique. I was like, maybe Quavo is having someone speak, because it's like, okay, why is it that JPRINCE is speaking out? Why is he speaking out? Now, one or two things I can think on the top of my head is what you said, Dominique, or is something else, of course, that happened behind the scenes. He's privy to more information, and he feels like it's his duty to step in and step up and say something. Or the other option is that he's inserting himself, and once again, everybody's in this grieving process, because to my knowledge as well, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I know y'all gonna do that. Come on, y'all trying to mute me, but also to my knowledge as well. To my knowledge is that JPRINCE, wasn't it Quavo and JPRINCE is true that was the reason why Takeoff is not here? Like, is that the reason why? Damn, right there. There we go. JPRINCE can't be speaking for Quavo because he blamed Quavo for his baby. So and like Dominique said, it can be a mixture of things. Inserting yourself, and also keep in mind, like I just said, that grieving process, and with you grieving, you don't know who to blame or have the answers to what happened and why did this happen, and I'm trying to make all of this make sense, so I'm gonna blame someone. Oh, I'm going in and out, baby. Come on, StreamYard, trying to get me messed up now. Put a 1 in the chat if my sound is okay. If not, put a 6 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if my sound is okay. Put a 6 in the chat if it's not. If I'm going in and out. Let me make sure now. I'm good. Okay, Dominique said I'm good. I'm good. Just want to make sure, because baby, when I tell you I've been windmilling on StreamYard all day, dog walking. Now I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so I'm good. Intersex, so far from what I understand, is just you. Or that time, oh, it's good now? Okay, so maybe it was me. I don't know. But when I tell you I was wanging and banging on StreamYard, now I will say this. Oh, all of them been acting crazy. Is that even though I am gonna conquer, and even though I'm gonna push through, I'm gonna win this fight between me and StreamYard and YouTube. But StreamYard and YouTube have hands, and they've been kind of beating me up a little bit. But it's all right. I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna push through. I will survive. Okay, so people have to make things make sense. And so if, to my knowledge, y'all, if JPRINCE and I'm gonna say his crew was there with Quavo and Takeoff, because that's something that I heard. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Was there with Takeoff in that incident to where Takeoff lost his life because of a situation that escalated and no one had the control, the mental capacity and emotional capacity and ability to see things for the bigger picture and be like, okay, everybody chill out. Let's call back. I understand things are going crazy. Da 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 da. Because everybody has a family to get back to. So if that's the case, you have to blame somebody. And that might be one of the reasons why he's blaming. Because he's still trying to grieve. Possibly. Now, other people said it was for clout and also inserting himself. I can agree with that. No shade. Possibly. Now, let's get into this conversation that I thought was very interesting. It's the conversation surrounding. Let me stop my screen. It's the conversation surrounding men being logical and women are emotional. Here's the thing. I want people to understand this. This is an example of how what is emotional? Reading. Let's do that. What is emotional? Let me just share my screen, baby. Share my screen. Yeah. Y'all make sure you guys thumbs up this video. It really does help a brother out. Okay, because StreamYard over here trying to conquer, but it's all right. I'm a wang and bang on it. Okay, so what is emotional? Let me put this bad boy down and I can help you guys see. What is emotional? Emotional, relating to a person's emotions. Now it says here, arousing or characterized by an intense feeling of a person, having feelings that are easily excited or openly displayed. Now here's the thing. Now once we get into this conversation surrounding, actually I'm gonna do this as well. Let me just continue. Let me do this. Ooh, girl, I'm over here. Come on. Me over here messing up. Let's get into the list of emotions. I want to make it like more, friendly looking. Let's get into some images, baby. Let's get some images. So let's get into this. Bam, over here on this corner, over here on the side. Now it says list of emotions. Make sure I'm good. List of emotions. You have confusion, sad, strong, happy, anger, energized. And of course you have the different words, vocabulary to just about all in all explain the exact same type of emotions and categorize them. So one of these emotions is anger. Anger. That's an emotion. Anger, being mad, being upset. That's anger. That's an emotion. So this conversation surrounding men are logical, women are emotional is BS to me. No shade. It's BS to me. No shade. Put my bad boy back up here. It's BS to me. Because the thing about it is that it seems like statistically, men are very emotional to the point that they're willing to take one's life. And this is the reason why in situations like this, there has to be someone to diffuse the situation, because we've seen it time and time again to where it goes south And the next thing you know, one of us or both sides, both parties are saying RIP. So, and it's like we've seen men get emotional to the point of anger, with anger to the point to where it leads to someone's demise. Well, two people's demise or group of people's demise. You may either end up in the grave 6 feet under, or having a bracelet around your wrist and your ankles in a jumpsuit, serving life. So everybody in the situation will get the demise. Baby, I can obviously tell no one even learned from this situation. No one has learned from Takeoff's incident. No one. And I get it to a certain degree. I get it. In the moment, especially when you're grieving and you got all this pressure and you still mad at this person and they still mad at you and everybody want to be petty. Everybody still want to be in their egos. I get it. I understand it. You mad. You don't have answers. You also feel that guilt. That guilt of, man, I just would have walked away. And when I walked away, you know, my family member could have had his life. And Quavo had to live with that. And not only that, he also had to live with Offset, apparently, allegedly, blaming him. So that amplifies the tension between the two. That amplifies the defensiveness, the divide between these two. But no one has learned from the situation. Because last time with Takeoff's incident, what happened? Someone got upset. So someone did something quote unquote shiesty, messed up, foul. One side gets upset. The other side reciprocates energy. Both sides are not willing to back down. Things go left. People want to pull out firearms because they're very emotional and filled with anger and try to take one's life. And people end up losing their lives. Other people end up in the slammer. When the judge dropped the hammer. And you know what ends up happening as well? We come up here, we say, you know, we should not be hurting each other. We should not be da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But as we're literally watching this incident, especially if this situation continues on this exact same route, they haven't learned anything from Takeoff's situation. Anything. Now I do understand you can quote unquote forgive and don't have to mess with, or you know, you can have a different, you can still be very stern in your position or how you feel, and still be like, I still don't mess with him like that. But I ain't gonna cause too much of a scene. Here we go. Let me see. And there we go. And that's what I want. Especially since Takeoff was running to defend Quavo. He was just chilling out the way, smoking a blunt before the fight. And that's the thing too. Innocent people get hit. Innocent people lose their lives. People who had nothing to do with the situation. And what I'm probably about to say probably gonna be messed up, but it's like, at least if you gonna try to do, you know, what you think you about to do, at least make sure you pop the right target. Because also, to my understanding as well, Takeoff was also popped by the opposing side, and also he was popped by one of his own. Because no one had the capacity and ability to see the bigger picture. And to a certain degree, I understand it, because sometimes when you get upset, sometimes when you get there, you're like, forget that. But that's the reason why it's very important for someone or people in your group to calm the situation down. Because it's funny, because I literally just seen a tweet. I'm not gonna say a tweet, a meme on Instagram where it had a dog on a cliff, and the dog was trying to bite a bird that was flying away. And the title caption of the clip of the meme said that, you know, all choices made out of anger, you cannot come back from, or you may not come back from. And this is that situation here when it came down to Takeoff. And the fact that no one can see that, at least for right now, someone needs to step in and be like, you know what, we're not gonna do that. Cool, whatever, you got it, or da. Because you understand the bigger picture. Especially if you have children that you need to go home back to. Especially when you have family that you need to go back to. Now, let me say this. Because what we're seeing right now is just about history repeating itself when the whole Takeoff situation. Now, I seen in the chat, and also I seen in the comment section, people saying JPRINCE speaking too much. And I'm gonna have to say yes, I do agree that he is speaking way too much. Now, let's just go with the narrative that he does have insight on what's going on with Quavo and Offset, and, you know, Quavo looking shiesty, but really behind the scenes, it's really Offset allegedly being shiesty. But however, from the media's perspective, you know, from the general public's perspective, everybody looking at Quavo sideways. But you also have to understand this as well. You also have to understand the optics of it all. You have to understand this. These are family issues, and the fact that JPRINCE said in that interview podcast that just because he was not there, from his perspective, Offset was not there with Takeoff when he was alive, but now that he has passed, all of a sudden he wants to be there. My thing is, I think that's very interesting because, like someone said before, I believe in this chat and also probably on one of the comments, that they were caught, as in they, Offset and Takeoff were caught partying together, enjoying themselves. And plus, on top of that, let's just call a spade. Most of us, and I'm just gonna lump a whole bunch of people in there because a lot of people don't want to be honest, and some people are honest about it. A lot of us are in situations with family members where you may not be talking to them right now. You may not be messing with them right now. You probably was the person that did some messed up stuff, and you like, no, I don't want to talk to them because you're like, you mad for whatever reason. Or sometimes the person did some messed up things to you, and you mad, you don't want to talk to them. But there are also times where you guys can be mad at each other, have beef with each other, tension with each other, want to dog walk each other down the street and tear that street up. But if any one of you guys were to pass, all of that will go away. The perception and the perception and perspective of you being upset for whatever you guys were upset about, that could most definitely turn, like, be really small. You like, that was, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to be upset. I didn't mean, if I can just take it back. Oh, I didn't mean it. Oh my God. And that does happen. So you talking out the side of your neck, Mr. JPRINCE, these are family issues. Understand family dynamics and bow out gracefully. That's going to be your best bet. Cause dirt. Bye-bye. Let me see what you're saying. Now, says caught. LOL, they found. I think it was just Offset and Quavo beefing, not Offset and Takeoff. I was thinking the same thing. But what he could be saying could hold some truth, or what he could be saying could just be fluff and allegations. No shade. No shade. Make sure you guys thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You also have to know this as well, that with these family issues, with these, and I'm gonna say this as well, is that another thing I didn't like is that, or maybe I just missed it, I don't recall, now y'all correct me if I'm wrong because I probably missed it. I did not recall Offset really threatening JPRINCE. Either I missed it, I didn't hear it. I don't recall him threatening JPRINCE at all. I probably either missed it or something. I don't recall him threatening JPRINCE. And the fact that JPRINCE started to threaten Offset, I'm like, come on, you better repeat cycles. You better repeat cycles. All the man told you was stop speaking on family business. That's basically all he told you. Now, y'all let me know in the chat. Did I miss that? Or something that I haven't seen or heard? Or I misheard? And so I personally did not like JPRINCE threatening Offset just because he basically told you what all of us probably would have told you was mind your goddamn business. At the end of the day, if you want to be completely honest. And Takeoff was always the mediator, Dominic said. Dominic. So, you also have to know this. You're playing chess, not checkers. You're playing chess, not checkers. So, what I mean by that is this. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Because Dominic said as well, I didn't hear Offset threaten JPRINCE. So, and the reason why I say that play chess, not checkers, is because when you are not looking at the bigger picture, you will lose. If you play for yourself, you will lose. If you do not play chess in a sense and in terms of making sure that your queen is always protected, and I'm talking about figuratively, y'all, making sure that your queen is always protected, you're going to lose. When you abide and are aware of certain rules and know how to quote unquote play the game, you're gonna be okay. Or I'm gonna say you're better off. You have more of a quote unquote fighting chance. But when you are playing checkers on a chessboard, you might as well just walk away. Walk away. So this situation when it comes down to JPRINCE, this situation when it comes down to Offset, hopefully all this stuff blows over. Hopefully, they don't say nothing to each other, things blow over, because this could get extremely violent. Because we have a historical and also we have a media presence that showcases these things. Let's not forget King Von. Let's not forget, all these other celebrities that got in situations and got into the heat of the moment, and next thing you know, they lost their lives. And everybody now in the situation, I'm a wish it shoulda, coulda, RIP, always them, never you, saying all that type of stuff. But my thing is, someone should have been saying that beforehand. And I do understand we human, but someone should have been saying that beforehand. But to be completely honest, I already know that it's late. Please make sure you guys thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbing up really does help with YouTube's algorithm. Please. Now it says Quavo seemed to be upset that Cardi was able to buy Offset out of his QC deal and he had to stay in it. I don't know. Well, to be completely honest, that's the thing. I don't know how that really worked. I don't know the ins and outs of that, but you can't get mad at his wife being able to buy him out his contract, being able to buy him out. You can't get mad at that. Now, if it's something else that happened behind the scenes, but from my knowledge, you can't get mad at that. That's just, he's just got lucky. It was the jackpot for him personally. Now it says here, it will pass, but others need to stop interviewing if it's not going to help the situation. I loved Cardi B's response to that interview backstage to the Grammys. And to be completely honest, the way she went on stage and the way that she was acting, you never would have thought anything happened. And to be completely honest, the way, if there was no video footage of the situation, I never would have thought anything happened. Now, I do want to say and reiterate, there is a distinction between an argument and a physical altercation. Cussing somebody out and getting real heated is different from me stomping you out and monkey stomping you all over the ground, all over the floor. Those are two different things. So from my understanding, it sounds like they got really heated and probably were about to get to a certain point, but it didn't go there. It didn't go there. So that's really all I have to say about the situation. Now, girl, y'all already know that, baby, this the StreamYard was tearing me up, baby. But please make sure you guys thumbs up. It really does help out. Thank you. But I really do want to say thank you to all my Cash App donators. I want to shout you guys out. Let me just, I gotta go all the way down. Let me see who was the first one that I can think of, because you guys actually started to help me out and Cash App me before I even start to go live. So I'm gonna start from the earliest one that I see. So Rainy, thank you for your contribution. Thank you so very much. Nancy, thank you for your contribution. I really do help. Thank you. Thank you, IG. I really do thank you. Thank you, Conscious. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Let me see. I'm gonna say Tina. Tina, thank you so very much. You know, some of y'all real names on here. I don't want to expose y'all. Thank you, Tina. Thank you for your contribution. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Now, Robinson, because girl, that first name, baby, I'm not even gonna put your first name out there because girl, I know some people don't want their real identity down here. That's the reason why y'all are behind icons and avatars. Okay. So thank you, Robinson. I really appreciate your contribution. I really do appreciate it. And Dominic, thank you so very much. So I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so very much. Please make sure you guys thumbs up. Please pop that like button, because when you guys pop that like button, it really does help out with YouTube's algorithm. Now I know for a fact me and StreamYard was over here wanging and banging on each other, but however, I most definitely have conquered, baby. But thank you, and I really do appreciate it. And I'm gonna see you guys later. Thank you guys so very much. Take care, y'all. Thank you.